Hi everyone and welcome back. So I thought I would do a autumn fall kind of soft glam, something with lashes, with a dark lip. You know, we're going to go all out, and I wanted to use this W7 palette. It's the Romanced palette. It looks a lot like the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. Not used this in a long time, so I thought I would give this a go. It's got all those gorgeous colours that we want to use in autumn and or fall, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, if you want to see how this turns out, keep watching. So for my primer today, I'm going to use this Flower Beauty Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir. I'm just going to pop this in my hands. I love this. It's more like an oil, so it's great if you've got like a drier skin. It's got like a sheen in it, if you can see the sheen. It's just gorgeous. The way it makes your skin look, it's stunning. You can always just take some through the ends of your hair, feel like it needs it. I'm just going to take a little bit of this Chanel concealer on the lid of my eye, just getting rid of any kind of colouring. Nothing special. Where's my beauty blender? I'm just going to buff that everywhere, just to give some kind of base for the shadow to stick to. So out of the W7 Romanced palette, I'm going to take the colour Date Night, which is this warm tone here, on a My Kit Co 1.15 My Blend-In Shadow Large Brush. So I'm just going to pop this into the crease. You can see that pigment like straight away, that's mental. I didn't realise it was going to be that good. Let's just keep blending with this. In the other eye. And then on the same brush, I'm going to go in with Fairy Tale, which is this one here. I'm just going to set that a little bit higher than that first colour we went in with. Already it's feeling very autumnal. Then on a smaller brush, I'm going to take the colour Desire, which is this gorgeous kind of mulberry colour up here. And I'm going to keep this tighter to the crease. Just go in like directly like in between where your brow bone is. So if you can't see your crease, you just want to have a little feel and you just want to put it in between your eyeball and the actual brow bone. If you do your eye makeup with your eyes open, you can literally just stick the brush there and give it a wiggle and you kind of have your crease done for you. Don't worry too much about the blending because we can go back with the other brush. We just really want to get the pigment in there. Want to get that depth. Going back with the first brush with Date Night, that first colour we went in, and then just softening it a little bit. Kind of ruined it with my finger. And then going back in with the smaller brush and the same colour Desire, just going to deepen it a little bit further. And then going back to this brush to blend out. I love the My Kit Co brushes if you are like looking to invest in some really good quality natural hair. They do synthetic brushes as well, but a lot of companies have gone synthetic. So if you're missing your natural hair brushes, My Kit Co, amazing. And I love the feel of the handles as well because they're a little bit fatter than, well, some of the brushes are a little bit fatter, so it just makes it feel really nice in your hand. I don't know how else to describe that, but yeah, I really am loving My Kit Co brushes at the minute. Just going to take, this is a MAC brush. This is a 242, it's just a flat synthetic brush. I'm going to take Infatuation, which is just this pale white here, and this is just going to go under the brow bone, literally just there. I don't want to take it all the way across, I just want it here. Don't worry about the harsh line because I'm just going to soften that with this brush. You just want to give some sort of lightness under the brow. I'm just loving how moody this eye is looking already. It's like just so like boom. That's what you want. You want an impact. Cool. For the lid of the eye, I'm going to take the colour Passion, which is this gold shade here. I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm going to pop this on the lid and I'm going to put a glitter on top, so don't worry too much about the way it looks. We just want some sort of shadow down first. You could actually just leave it with this shade if you fancied, but you know, this is full glam, we're going for it. And then I'm just going to go back with this small brush with the darker colour, whatever's left on the brush, and I'm just going to soften this edge because I don't like it when you can see where one shadow starts and the other one ends. Like, I just like everything to kind of be merged together a little bit. So, loose glitter time. I have all my glitters in a little stacker formation. I think these are from Muji. And I'm going to go in with, oh, which one should I choose? Yeah, let's do pink. So I'm going to go in with MAC Reflex Pink. Yeah, I'm not going to regret this. And I'm just going to take a little bit out. And then using that MAC, and I'm just going to hold it because I'm too scared to put it down. Using the MAC synthetic brush, I'm just going to pat this glitter over the top of that shade we just put on. Oh my goodness, so nice. That is just like next level. Obsessed. And actually not too much has fallen underneath our eyes, because so that is great. Love that. Love that for us. Again, going back with this brush, I'm just going to dust the edge. Just to check we've not got glitter everywhere. And that is the way that that's looking at the minute. So let's leave the eyes, we'll do a bit of skin and we'll come back to it. So I saw somebody on TikTok doing a like bronzy skin and I was there for it. They used the Bobbi Brown foundation palette, which I have in my kit, and they used like some of the darker foundation shades just to create the most beautiful bronze skin. And I thought, let's try it, because I literally have barely touched this palette. I mean, I love this palette, it's amazing for like weddings and things, so you've always got like numerous concealer foundation colours if you've not got it in your bottles, but I don't use it enough. So let's scrape some of the dark shades out. I'm going to use maybe just like almond, warm walnut and walnut, those three there, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to do this underneath my foundation. I'm going to take this Morphe brush, JH07. It's the one I love for contouring, cream contouring. I'm just going to take some of this on the brush, and yeah, we're going to go for it. This is underneath foundation, so if it looks crazy, we just know that not loads of it is going to show up when we go over the top. It's just going to give us some dimension, a little bit of warmth. We're going to look like we've been away and looking lovely. So I'm just going to put this anywhere that I'd normally contour. So I normally contour a little bit under my cheekbones. This. Don't want to leave too harsh an edge. Getting brush strokes everywhere. Don't want to leave too harsh an edge on this bit down here. Don't panic, I know it's orange, it's because we're using someone else's skin tone, not a contour shade. Let's get loads on this forehead. My forehead is naturally darker. It really catches the sun, so you don't need to be too scared about the amount that goes on your forehead. Bear with me, this is a process, don't panic. I'm going to do a bit under the jaw because why not? Why not? And the lucky thing is about having a high neck top on, you don't have as much area to cheat. So if you've got your whole chest out, make sure you kind of bring a little bit of something down on your chest. If you're warming up a little bit, that is kind of the warmth in there. So I'm going to take some of the concealer shades. I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush. I feel like it's like a base shadow brush or something. Let's scrape some of these light shades out. I'm going to use a bit of Warm Ivory, I think. That sounds nice. I'm just going to take some. We'll go under the eye. We're trying all the new techniques today. And we're going to bring this concealer all the way up here because this is going to make the eye makeup super lifted if we have this bit of lightness there. Same on the side. Looking crazy. I'm going to take a little bit of this light shade down the centre of my nose. I never do nose contouring because I don't ever feel the need to, but do a bit of lightness, and we'll just take a bit of lightness into the forehead just to bring back that dimension because it's looking a little bit brown from the darkness. And we can also do a bit of chin. So we could do full glam and do a Scott Barnes lip. Let's do a Scott Barnes lip. I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to go back in with that shade that we did, the darkness around the face, and just do a nice little shadow underneath this lip. I have never tried this, so this could be a big failure. And then he also goes above the lip. We are looking like a drag queen and I am here for it. The foundation I'm going to use today is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion in the colour Nude L3, I think. And I'm going to take it on this MSQ brush. It's just a duo fibre brush. And we're just going to put this everywhere. So I'm going to pretend that there's nothing underneath and just buff away. And don't forget about your neck. And this is kind of how we get that like glow from within. Like you can see that there's dimension to the face without realizing where it came from. And then I'm going to go back in with this brush and a little bit more of those three darker colours, and I'm just going to bronze up a little bit more. And taking this duo fibre brush and just buffing everything back into the skin. Take a little bit more of that lighter colour. I might actually go in with one of the correctors. I'm going to go in with Porcelain Peach just for this super dark bit under my eye. Just blend that in. Use my finger a little bit if I feel like I want a bit more, a bit pressing in. And I'm just going to do a little powder. You all know how much I don't like powdering. This is the Becca Hydro Mist Set and Refresh Powder. This has the weirdest, when I say weirdest feeling, it's really weird. It feels wet. Just so you were aware. If you try this, it feels wet. So don't think that it's your brush that's wet, it is the product. So I'm just going to take it on a Real Techniques blush brush. And just set the entire face. So using the same brush I just powdered with, I'm going to take this Kiko bronzer. It's like this. This is the Unexpected Paradise bronzer in 01 Warm Honey. And just put it everywhere that we did the cream contouring. This is almost just going to add even more depth to the face. But because it's got that deepness underneath, it's just going to bring all that dimension back. Go back to the eyes and we'll come back to the skin. So I'm just going to kind of do the steps that we've done above in the crease underneath. And we're just going to take this brush and the Date Night shade and just run this underneath the eye. We want it nice and blown out and smoky, which is why I'm not using a teeny tiny brush. This will just do the job for us. And then going in with that darker colour Desire and do the same, but keeping this a little bit tighter to the bottom lash line. And reconnect to the above. You can also go in with this brush and just smooth out the under eye if you feel like you need to. And then I'm just going to take my little finger and the colour Armour, which is what we put on the lid, and just do it in a corner dot. Like that. So I'm just going to put some mascara on and then we'll put some lashes on and see what that looks like. So I've just put the Tati Lashes TL6 on with some mascara. I'm just going to take a little bit of liquid liner. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. Just on this inner corner where the lashes don't start yet. So it doesn't just look like a random lash. I mean, who are we trying to kid? Like, these lashes are so fab that nobody's going to think that they're our own. But, you know, every little helps. So let's do some eyebrows whilst, you know, let's do some brows. So I have a little brow set, just some MAC eyeshadows, and I don't know what I've got in here, but I think I'm going to use, I think this is Amiga. I'm going to use a bit of Amiga Wet and we'll see where we go from there. Just give them a little bit of a brush and then And then the brow gel I'm going to use is one by MAC, and this is in the shade Beguile, and I love this because it's like a metallic one, so it picks up all the hairs and gives them texture. The blush I'm going to be using today is a MAC one. This is in the shade Gingerly. It's just like a really nice colour for fall because it's just that gorgeous warmth that you all want. Highlight I'm going to use is this one by Becca. It's the Champagne Pop, but it's a dust highlighter, so it's loose. Just on a Morphe JH09 brush. Just on the cheekbones. Got to get that glow. Then whatever's left down the nose and just a bit on the cupid's bow. And then let's do a gorgeous berry lip. I'm going to use D for Danger by MAC. Looks like this on a little MAC 288 brush just to get the liner in. And then once you've kind of got your line in, you can just go over the top with the bullet in the centre just to get the intensity. So if you love a matte lip, this is what it looks like if you keep it matte. I'm going to show you just a little bit of sass with a gloss. So this is a Lime Crime Carousel Gloss in the shade Present. And when I tell you it's beautiful, best believe it. So I'm just going to pop this in the centre. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your fall favourites are at the minute, your favourite looks, your favourite products, everything, and this is the finished look. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you all next week.